Hello friends, welcome back. I have a good feeling about my doctor appointment today. It's where I'm gonna take you along our journey today. I'm gonna try and record it. I'm gonna put my camera in my purse and just try and record the audio from what me and my doctor talk about. I can almost guarantee there's gonna be defensiveness and or attitude coming from my doctor. I've already felt it from her before from other scenarios, and I don't think she's happy that I requested this appointment. Kind of wanna document that and so that I can like fully explain like.
First I need to find a new doctor.
The problem is this is the third endocrinologist I've had and they've all been like this. I don't know, I don't understand if it's just this field or if I'm having bad luck, but if I found another doctor, it would be in the same office with this one. I think it's an endocrinology office. So I don't know that I would, I mean, obviously she's not gonna know me from anyone because I've only been to her like 4 times. He's trying to package something up and be quiet about it. Anyway, I'm gonna take you along. If I can't record or anything, I will explain everything that happens, but just to follow up, we have found some nodes in my thyroid. You're not going, don't do it again, let me finish.
No, I'm good.
So we have found some nodes in my thyroid. 2 of the 4 or 5 of them need to have a biopsy. And she thought, my doctor thought, it was okay to wait and talk about it in 3 weeks. I'm not okay with that. If you have something in your body that needs a biopsy, there's a 90% chance that the reason why you want a biopsy is because it could be cancerous. So I don't know why, one, I don't know why you would hold off on trying to get that biopsy done. And 2, I don't know why she's not concerned to have a conversation with me. Like, I'm the patient, she should talk to me about that concern of why we need to have a biopsy. So that's why I'm kind of frustrated, but we will go find everything out and kind of get some more details and a plan, hopefully. I'm hoping. I'm kind of gonna be a stickler with her because I've gotten pushback from her and I just...
Start off defensive.
No, I don't want to start off defensive, but I'm gonna stick to my gun on like getting the care that I deserve.
Don't expect her to know why you want it. You need to express up front.
I know that.
I had these concerns, therefore I asked for this. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I had a doctor, a nurse practitioner, and a nurse. Yes, they are all my family members, but all 3 of them have told me, stick to your gun. If you want to get care and she's not giving it to you, you request it and demand it if you have to. Otherwise, we'll go find another doctor, I guess, and start all over, but okay, let's go. We're also doing a Costco haul, so if you want to see that video, you'll have to wait till next week. But, you know, that's how we do things. All right, I'm heading into my appointment. Let's see how this goes.
Have you noticed any difference
In
your weight or anything else?
I mean, we're down another 10.
Okay, perfect.
So
your A1C didn't change a whole lot though.
No.
Just a little bit, I would say, like 0.2 or something. So
made a lot of diet changes, so I think it's just a matter.
We'll get there. Let's give it a few more months before jumping to another medication.
Yeah.
As long as you're taking the 4 pills of metformin a day, that's the max dose. We'll just leave you at that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. In terms of the ultrasound, let me show you pictures. So you do have that history of nodules. This is not new.
Okay. This is the first time I've heard of it.
Because remember you told me when you were getting screened at Siemens.
Well, yeah, but they're not like a medical practice. They're not like, I know that like it was new as of them telling me that I had them.
But you probably had this even longer than that.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd ever heard that I had them.
Right, and this was the only formal ultrasound you've had.
Correct.
So that's how we know how many.
Right.
So let me pull up pictures. So when we look at nodules, go ahead.
No, yeah, that's fine, go ahead.
Okay. When we look at nodules, we see a few things, not just the size of the nodule. We also see how it looks compared to the surrounding tissue. So in your case, your nodules are really low risk. Okay. So you don't have to be particularly worried about that.
Okay.
So if you look at the images, I'll just show you what a nodule looks like.
Okay.
So this is what a nodule looks like.
Okay.
The fact that it's much brighter than the surrounding tissues, that's a good sign actually.
Okay, why? Yeah, I don't know.
Because when we look at cancer, we look at the kinds of nodules that are more prone to be cancerous.
Okay.
And so the amount of cancer in these nodules is really low.
Okay.
And like I said, you've had these for a long time. This just didn't happen when you got screened at Siemens, probably even much longer than that, okay? No family history of thyroid cancer, right?
My mom, she does not that I'm aware of, but she passed away in May, but probably earlier this year they found one node on her thyroid, and she doesn't deal well with surgery, so she opted to have the radioactive treatment.
So she was probably hyper then.
Yeah, she's the polar opposite of me.
Gotcha.
So she opted to have it removed that way, and was done with the treatment, and then a month later she passed away. Completely unrelated.
Different, I understand that. So,
so that's the only other person that I know.
With the nodules. So, just because you're hypothyroid, if you were hyper, the treatment is totally different for these nodules. But, we're just going to biopsy the two biggest one, I would say. So there's 3 on the right side. There's a 1.5, that's the one we're looking to biopsy on the upper pole. There's a 1.5 on the lower pole. And the left side and the other right don't really meet size criteria for biopsy. Yeah. So I'll put the orders in. It's going to be an ultrasound guided procedure. Okay. You'll do it at imaging on the first floor. Same place where you did the ultrasound. You'll have to call them like you did for the ultrasound to get that appointment. It's done under local anesthesia, so you may still feel the needle going in your neck, but if it's too painful, you can always request for more. They don't like to put a lot of anesthesia because that messes up the results you look at. Once they get the sample, they'll probably be putting like 5 needles in each nodule, just to make sure they have enough sample. And when they get that, they put it over slides, and the pathologist looks at it just to see what kind of cells there are. Most of the times it's nothing. You can just, once it comes back negative, you can just get an ultrasound in 1 year from them.
And just keep following
them. And if that's stable, you kind of push it out to 3 years, 4 years, even more. If you develop any kind of, your nodules are too small at this time, but in future, the sign that they've grown a little bit of growth happens anyway, but if they're growing too much, then you may have trouble swallowing, choking on your food. Those are the signs to look out for. Okay, and then for the pathology, it usually takes a week to come back. But usually it says a good negative, or in some cases they'll say there's some cancer, and we can talk about that if that happens. Very rare, but can happen. And then for the biopsy, I'll be in touch with you. Wednesdays and Thursdays I'm not in clinic, so in case there's a biopsy result that's come back Tuesday, just give me a few days to review it and get back to you, okay? There was so much to talk, so I was like, okay, might as well come here and talk.
Yeah, either way, I wanted to have a conversation, so however it works best. Shocked. Absolutely shocked. Until you get in the car. So I'm walking over to the car, and Jason wanted to park there on the other side of the parking lot to have a view and to relax. So I called him and I was like, hey, can you come pick me up front? And he went to start the car, and he realized I have the key. And he's like, way to control me and keep me here. Anyway, I forgot that I had taken the key with me. He's just right over here. So I'm headed over to him, and I'll give you the results. Still worried, but not the appointment that I expected to have. Let's just say that. All right, so I will tell Jason at the same time. I did record it, and I'll insert. You just kept it down low or something? Yeah, I just kept it in my purse. I needed to document in case it didn't go well. Okay, so basically, she came into it like a real doctor. Like, I was blown away, She asked me how my medication was doing. I'm on 2 different kinds of medication, one for my thyroid, one for the A1C. And we discussed my thyroid. I finally have my thyroid regulated. She doesn't need to see me for that for 6 months, which is amazing. High five, good job. Got that one regulated. That was a fist bump, but whatever, it works. I did do a fist, because I said high five. I know we're used to doing fist pumps now because of COVID. And she said that I could now have my A1C my A1C regulated with my regular practitioner, which I'm going to, I haven't mentioned that here. I'm going to actually call a regular practitioner. I haven't ever gone to one, honestly, because... Regular MD? Yeah, I just have never done it. Yeah. So I'm going to do that and have him regulate that with my medication, and I'm gonna get a mammogram through my regular practitioner. Talked to some friends, and like, you don't need to wait for an OB to do that. You can get into it way faster if you just do a practitioner, and you'll do like an actual like first appointment with him, and then he can schedule the mammogram. So I'll just continue to do that, and we'll follow the pre-diabetes with him, which will be great. So the good news is, one, she didn't think that my A1C level changed much, and I don't know.
Is that the blood sugar level?
Yeah. I mean, I looked at the numbers, and I told my dad, who is a physician, I told him what I started out at and what I was last time and what I am now, and he said it was great. He said, I'm making progress. It's not perfect. It's not in a normal range.
It's going in the right direction.
But he said, you're going in the right direction.
We should celebrate by going to McDonald's.
We already did.
I'm kidding.
We didn't have any milk. I couldn't make breakfast this morning. I couldn't make anything this morning. Anyway, so the A1C still needs to keep going down. You still need to keep improving that. But she said, okay, how is your weight loss doing? And I am down another 10 pounds. So I'm down a total of 24 to 25 pounds.
Wow, that's a real high five on that one. Good, hun. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I could cry about that one, because that one's, yeah,
that's good.
I'm not, it's not perfect. I'm not like a weight that I'm comfortable with, but
I mean, you're not like weighing yourself every day. You're
no,
just
I'm not
changing your
focused
diet,
on it.
Change your habits. Good.
But like, that shows me that not only is my medication working, my medication is helping me lose the weight. I understand that. Not all of my choices are the reason for my weight loss, but I know that if I can make some more changes and actually get some workouts in, then I can make some more changes, especially with the medication on top of it. So I am happy with that. And she was like, whoa, okay.
Nice.
She was like, okay, that's what I need to see. She was not as encouraged by the A1C level changing that much, but she was very encouraged by the weight loss.
That shows something's going on.
Yeah,
so it takes time.
Yeah. I was just blown away. She just got right to it and played doctor and asked me questions and asked if I was concerned, and you know. But in terms of my thyroid node, I do need to have that biopsied. In fact, right now, before we head out to Costco, I am going to schedule that appointment. They do need to biopsy the 2 nodes that are the largest and most questionable. And she said even then, the way they look, they don't even look cancerous. Oh. But they still biopsy them because of all the other stats on the node. And they are bigger and different than the other 2 or 3 that I have. And so we are going to biopsy those, and she kind of walked me through that process. It's just back at imaging, and they will do the biopsy. I will be under local anesthetic. There's just, or almost like a topical, you know, but it's like 5 needles will have to be injected into each node in order to get enough biopsy out of each one of them. And she said if that doesn't give her enough of an idea of what is in those cells, then she would send those results off to a pathology to determine what the gene cells are doing, like to give a better inside scoop on what they're doing.
Sequence the
I don't know what it
DNA.
There's you can read it in there. Okay. She wrote it in there, but she said sometimes insurance doesn't cover that testing, the molecular testing, that's what she calls it.
Oh, I know.
The molecular testing. So she said you would, if we get to that point, you would have to call your insurance and see if they cover it, but if not, that process, we come up with a plan in order for you to be able to pay for that. We make it, no, she said, we understand that insurance doesn't do this.
How much does it cost?
I don't know, we didn't talk about it. She said, don't worry about that. It's not like astronomical, you know, but she said, we'll come to that road if we have to, but we'll biopsy it first. And then she said, we might need to take them out, but we're not going to worry about that until we biopsy it. But she did say, I don't know. This is kind of, I think, explaining why she wasn't willing to call me before or backpedaling. I don't know. But she was like, now if these biopsy results come in and they come in, if you do the thing on a Monday, I'm out on Tuesday and Wednesday, so I might not get the results until, or whatever days she's off. I forget what it was. She's like, it might take me a couple days to get back to you for the results. And I was like, okay, that's great, but you told me you weren't gonna get back to me on the results for the last one. So I don't know, it felt like she was like trying to make up for, or excuse herself from not calling me for these results today. But I was like, no, you told me you weren't gonna talk to me about them until my next appointment in a month. So don't even try and pretend. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I was shocked at how open she was, and she wanted to discuss every single thing. So I'm happy with that, and we'll schedule the biopsy. Everything I've seen so far with this imaging department, you can schedule an appointment. I could probably do it for tomorrow. I mean, they're so, you know, I don't know, it's just so easy to make an appointment with them that we could do the biopsy tomorrow if I wanted to. Do you want me to do it on a day you're home?
Whatever you want to do. I mean, if it's not like it's...
Yeah, I don't think you can go in with me.
Yeah, so I don't have to be there. Don't get it sooner than later. Let's get the ball rolling.
And I don't think it would impair me driving, so I could come home.
No, it's a local anesthetic and stuff. They'll tell you if you have to have someone come pick you up, which they won't. Okay. If it's... Yeah, you're fine.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and call imaging, and I guess we'll let you know on here how soon. I'm not going to tell you the date, but I'm going to tell you how far I have to wait in order to get this biopsy done. Because I would rather just get it done and know and get this process done or moving forward. So let me make this appointment really quick. Alright, they are a little busy. I think everyone's getting their end of year appointments done. So I do wait 2 weeks to do that biopsy. So we will follow up with it when I do that. And we'll just kind of take it from there. But we're headed off to Costco. You'll have to wait for that video. I don't know if I should end this. Maybe I should just, I don't know, what do you think? I kind of want this to be like specific to like women's health, I guess. And
I think a lot of people would appreciate that. You document your journey of this issue.
So maybe I'll get home and I will try and schedule my appointment with my general practitioner and see if I can get the mammogram appointment, like at least discuss that, and then we will decide if I'm going to end this video here. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, so Jason and I just literally got home from all of our Costco errands. We actually had to go to 2 Costco's. So I think I'm just gonna end this video here with just the mindset of, especially for women, because that's 99% of the women who watch this, or people who watch this, advocate for yourself. I didn't want to accept from my doctor that she wanted me to wait 3 weeks to talk to her. I didn't accept that. So I, you know, was diligent about following up with her, and you know, I'm not trying to get my way. I'm just trying to advocate for myself. If there's a concern and a biopsy needs to be done for cancer, I kind of think that's important enough to follow up with. So if you guys have ever had any experiences like this, or if you're currently going through it, leave a comment below. I know that some of these details are private, but you know, I just think that sometimes, you know, doctors get busy and they get, you know, important things that they need to take care of. And yes, there are patients who have bigger problems and more of an emergency or higher dollar amounts coming in. I get it. It's a business. It's a business. That's why my dad doesn't have a practice, to be completely honest with you. And so I think that's what frustrates me the most is, yeah, I don't know. I won't get on that rant. But women, take your health seriously. Get your checkups. Get your scans, your blood work done, get your mammograms if you're over 40, because this kind of stuff can be, you know, serious, and I might have a serious scenario coming up in the next 3 weeks when I get my results. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm grateful that I went ahead and, you know, stuck to my guns and my gut and insisted on having an appointment and a conversation with my doctor. My dad was very proud of me too. I talked to him on the phone just about an hour ago, and he was like, good job. He's like, way to go for standing up for yourself and requiring your doctor to do her job. That's it. We will follow up in a couple weeks on the biopsy. I will take you along for that as much as I can. You know, I'm trying not to be worried about it, because most likely the scenarios involved around it, if it is cancer, are easy to fix. So I'm trying not to get too emotional or upset about it, and we'll just keep going forward. I appreciate any concern that you guys were gonna have. I know a lot of you are friends of mine now, and you know, I just appreciate all that you are doing to support me and my health and my journey. I have now officially lost about 26 pounds. There's a long way to go, but I'm very proud of that, and I'm gonna accept that, and I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna do better. So that gives me the motivation to add to what I'm currently doing, because what I'm currently doing is having an effect, and if I do more, then it's gonna be even more beneficial. So kudos to myself, I guess. And kudos to all of you out there who are on this same journey. If you came to this video, you're probably going through the same things I'm going through. So good luck to you too, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.